Judging by social media, LSU running back Leonard Fournette is already the most popular player in Baton Rouge. He even has his own merchandise that's been flying off the shelves. But is this freshman phenom worth all the hype? Hi, everybody. I'm Ray Crawford here to answer that question and more from Rivals and TigerBait.com is Mike Scarborough. And Mike, we're hearing Fournette was moved from the afternoon to the morning workout session this week. What does that say about the impression he's making on the coaches?
Well, you know, Coach Miles told us Monday not to read anything into those type of things. But I think they're wanting to get a specific look from Leonard. They want to get him with certain personnel groups, I think, as the week goes on. But I think we'll really see Friday morning when the team gets in full pads and the entire team comes together as a group. I think that's when we'll really see how things are going to shape up and the work that's been put in throughout the summer.
During SEC Media Days, teammate and fellow running back Terrence McGee told reporters that Fournette reminds him of Adrian Peterson. Is that a fair comparison or a reach?
You know, that's something that people have been saying for about a year now. I don't know if that's I'm willing to go there. LSU has always played running backs by committee. I think Terrence McGee is going to be the starter against Wisconsin. But I think as the season goes along, Fournette will assert himself. I don't see him as a guy that's going to make mistakes early or put the ball on the ground. And I think as long as you don't do that as a freshman with Les Miles and Frank Wilson, his running backs coach, then he'll get more involved in the offense as things progress.
You mentioned Fournette perhaps pushing McGee for the starting position. You know this team as well as anybody. Fans want to know, at what point do you think he'll be the starting running back at LSU?
You know, maybe late September, in October, if it does take place. But I don't know that it necessarily matters if he ends up being the starter. I think that once the season gets in the swing of things, you're going to have 2 or 3 running backs, including Kenny Hilliard, getting their share of reps. But I think at the end of the day, as the season goes along in the box score, he'll be a leader not only as far as rushing yards, but receiving yards.
You touched on it. The Tigers open the season against Wisconsin on the 30th in Houston. What do you see as the biggest challenge they face with the Badgers, rather?
Well, I think they're similar in some ways. I think they're both going to want to play things conservative and grind it out on the ground. Obviously, Wisconsin has lost a lot in their front seven, a lot of youth there. Which plays into LSU's strengths with the offensive line. LSU's got one of the best groups in the country there in the power running game. And plus, LSU's going to want to run the football with probably a true freshman starting against the Badgers. But I think that's what also Wisconsin wants to do offensively. They're going to want to pound the football. But I think LSU defensively is going to be a better football team than they were last year. I like the front seven. I think that the 2 guys inside will be much improved. So we'll see how it progresses. I think it's going to be a very tight football game.
I think we'll learn a lot about both of those teams in that game again on the 30th. Mike, thanks very much for the time.
Hey, thanks for having me.
What else can we expect for the Tigers in 2014, and how far can they go with a new quarterback? Check out the official Campus Insiders LSU preview on CampusInsiders.com.